Stock photography models. What is the strangest, most unexpected place you've seen your photos used? I ended up finding myself on one of those, now hiring, posts on Facebook, for a company I was trying to get hired at. There has got to be a comedy movie method of using that coincidence to help you get hired. It would have to star early 2000s Paul Rudd, who looks strikingly like 2021 Paul Rudd. You have to hire me. I already work here. Record scratch. It's the secret of my success meets Office Space. We get Lord and Miller to direct and cast a young Paul Rudd type in the lead. Get Jason Bateman or maybe Steve Carell to play the boss, and a strong female of color to play the HR director, love interest. I'm thinking we premiere at Sundance or TIFF and sell it straight to streaming. Did you get hired? I really want to know if they got an interview and let the interviewer know about the photo. In the recruitment office, hey Suzanne, get a load of this bozo, copied the stock photo image and put it on her LinkedIn profile. Oh wow. Geez, some people will go to a lot of effort, huh? Seems a little desperate. Shall I just send the rejection notification? Yeah, probably for the best. We don't want any more weirdo interviews like that one with that guy Larry. They enter the interview, point at the stock photo, das me, give job. Success. You should tell them that means they have to hire you, or it's false advertising. Hear me out, I am literally the person you're looking to hire. Message them and say, hey, I saw your ad, and it looks like I've already been hired. Let's formalize the relationship. Have you previously worked as an employee for company? Well, it's complicated. One of my friends did a shoot for a university showing him sitting with an advisor looking confused, concerned. It was to be used for the financial debt advice brochure and it was used there, but it was also used in the sexual health brochure. It's a good one to roll out on special occasions. When you think the photographer said it's for gone in arrears, but he actual said gonorrhea. Gone in your rear. Gone in her ear. My college did a photo shoot for their website advertisements when I first started taking classes there. I received an email that they were looking for models and ignored it, although a kid in my class with a massive forehead responded to it. I guess I made the right call in not doing it, because almost 5 years later and I still see forehead kid on the school's brochures and website. Although, I guess you can say he has achieved immortality, so he has that going for him. Was forehead kid Gerald from Kim's Convenience. Similar thing happened to a guy the first worked with. He was an older, very put together attorney. One day I was watching TV and saw him sitting with his head in his hands looking terribly distraught. It was a commercial for Ed medication. I asked him about it the next morning and he said he had done some stock video shots for commercials years back and often pops up in all kinds of ads. Ooh man, if you can find a copy of the brochure you should frame it and gift it to them. Not me but my best friend. He did a photo shoot in some construction worker garb and a hard hat. We live in North Carolina, USA. I'm on a business trip in Chicago, and I stop by a Walmart for some supplies. I'm in the men's work clothes aisle and there's my buddy prominently on the wrapping of 50-ish packages of work shirts. It was a weird, wait, where am I? Moment. I knew he did some modeling, but not specifics. I sent him a pic, he had no idea it had been used. The guy is in every Walmart in the country and had no idea. Shit, he got a flat rate for that, didn't he? Generally, yes. If you're just some random person then your likeness has nothing special about it. If you want to command royalties you can, but good luck getting them, as people who seek stock photography will just use somebody else's photography. Yeah, I know, but just imagine the feeling. Your face is in every Walmart in the US. Imagine that feeling. You got paid $50 or something. I'm not talking about the business sense. I'm talking about how it feels, any stress you might endure, and fair compensation for the sheer scale of the use of your image. I can't imagine how that feels in the first place, much less what I think fair compensation would be. Not me, but a friend of mine. Her boyfriend was a photographer, and he took several pictures of her standing against a wall wearing a blue windbreaker. I should mention, this woman was in her late 20s, early 30s, but she could easily pass as a teenager. One of her boyfriend's pictures of her ended up on a billboard in Russia somewhere advertising a charity for homeless youth. It's surreal knowing that your pic could be on a billboard on the other side of the planet. I did some fairly remote travel Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan etc., and the amount of times I was asked to pose for photos outside shops I just know I must be an advertisement feature in more than one place. Multiple barbers asked for pics with me after the haircut. A fucking convenience store owner asked me to pose with an array of his products. Literally sometimes when a white tourist dude turns up in some villages, the locals call all their friends to come and look at you take pics. I would not be surprised if those pics are up today as a brag. Edit. Also, anyone that's traveled SE Asia will be familiar with the various noodle shop owners in Laos, Thailand etc. that take your pic while you eat their noodles, then proudly show off all the other framed photos of hungry customers. That's kind of insane. I live close to Niagara Falls, and I still wonder how many times I've shown up on TVs in other countries because I just happened to be wandering by a couple of tourists filming their trip.